Imagine if your whole life you went through it experiencing certain colors and a certain hue and certain visuals, only to find out that you're partially colorblind. You see purple, but others actually see blue. You see green, but others actually see orange. Really weird for your reality to know that you've been experiencing something different than everybody else. Now imagine if you are learning a new language and you have been teaching it to yourself this whole time by focusing on other people's tone of voice, the sound of their voice, the words that they make, how they're interacting with this language, and you've deciphered it and learned it and you've got it, only to find out everybody else was given a manual to learn that new language. They had courses and classes and group discussions on how to appropriately learn and communicate this language. I've tried to give analogies often to explain from my perspective and my opinions on things. So imagine, if you will, living this whole life and everybody else was given a manual how to live it except for you. That's how I feel oftentimes. Where growing up I felt like an alien, so much so that I joke about it. That's one of my spiels, is I'm an alien, Erin, the alien girl. Because I can feel for everybody else. I have deep levels of empathy for others. So much so that I might feel the situation more emotionally than them who have the connection with it. So I'm navigating life, trying to learn from other people, from their facial, their voice, their nervous little moments, the eye movements, because I wasn't given a manual. I've been raw dogging this, as we all are raw dogging life on this weird journey, but coming to find out that I've got some things that not everybody experiences, and then coming to find out that there's a group of people out there that might not experience the exact same, schedule or itinerary of what Erin experiences, but very much relatable, and a lot of things that resonate between us. I like to say birds of a feather flock together. So for my neurodivergent community and people on the spectrum who were aware, aren't aware, or just becoming aware, with the connection of the internet now and all of these social media platforms, we really are able to voice what we're going through and come out of hermit mode, out of fear of what others will think of us, or just shame from our own self, which was imposed onto us at an early age for us not fitting in, doing the right things, being abrasive, abrupt, cold, whatever it be, whether you are more close to the nonverbal, you're lacking emotion, lacking verbal, all of these things, or on the exact opposite where you're extremely verbal. A lot of the women, undiagnosed autism in women, was just absolutely mind-blowing to find the new research where maybe we weren't all just abrasive and crazy and emotional, but we were unregulated, sensory overload, at our limit, reactive. So I really appreciate the social media platforms to voice all of our experiences. And I am grateful to be here. I'm grateful to know these things and be brave enough to share, and then aware enough to utilize this in some sense, where my whole life, for over 30 years, it was crippling. So much so that, in order to fit in and be part of this society, I had to numb myself with drugs and alcohol for over 15 years, over 5 years clean now, which has unraveled a whole new web of figuring out who I am and all of these on the spectrum situations, scenarios, and things that I've got where I'm learning it all, and it's exciting and it's scary and it's upsetting because there is so much tangled into it and that factors into it. It's like, you know, when somebody does harm to you, you may not have deserved it. They may not even be recognizing it after the fact, but you're still dealing with the remnants of what has happened. So I'm still dealing with remnants of things. I'm still figuring out my blueprint and trying to read my manual from a language that I taught myself in this world, in this society that may be, you know, perceiving a different view and processing different. So speaking about what I'm processing and how I'm processing it versus just being reactive and mad when people don't understand or whatever it be. We're all learning a different language, a language of life, a language of our own life, and a language of our own soul. So embrace it. To all of my neurodivergent people and to all my neurotypical people and everybody in between, we are all perfectly matched for this reality. We're here for a reason. And how do we utilize that as our superpower over something that's crippling us and imprisoning us? So I like to think this is a superpower, and I'm grateful to have it. And I can only shoot to the stars because that's where I like to be. Happy day, whatever day you watch this video on. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. What's the day? Doesn't matter because it's your day. Bye, everyone.